Good afternoon. My name is Videlis, and today I am your host bringing you the afternoon news. My sign language interpreter voicing is Esther Kendi. But before we start the news, I hope you all are celebrating the World AIDS Day. And thank you for joining us here at Signstv, where we inform you the news making headlines in the country and in the world. So on to our first news update. The annual World AIDS Day commemoration is being held in Meru County. Themed, Let Communities Lead. This year's celebration will emphasize on the importance of community involvement in the fight against HIV and AIDS. The Cabinet Secretary for Health, Susan Nakumincha, is presiding over the event, and she is joined by other government officials, healthcare workers, and members of the community. The goal of the event is to raise awareness about HIV and AIDS and promote prevention and testing to reduce stigma.
Leo ni siku ya maadhimisho ya ukimwi duniani, na katika kaunti ya Nakuru kikao hiko tunakifanya kule Keringeti. Nakuru kaunti kwa wakati huu watu wale wako na ukimwi, wale wanaishi na ukimwi ni watu 57,635. Kati ya hawa watu wale tunaita adults, wale wako na miaka 18 kuelekea hivyo ni watu 54,668. Kati ya hawa kati ya ile 57 watoto wadogo wale wamepatwa na ukimwi ama wanakaa na ukimwi ni watu 2,099. Rate ya Nakuru at the moment iko 3.3%. Kile tumeshuhudia ni kwamba maambukizi ya HIV kupitia kwa wamama wakati wanapata watoto hapa Nakuru iko at 10.7%.
In January, we had 63 mothers, with one being in the age bracket of 10 to 14. In February, we had that two in the age bracket of 10 to 14. In March, we had 29. In April, we had 24. In May, we had 50. In June, we had 66, with 4 in the age bracket of 10 to 14.
The challenge of adolescent pregnancy in this region has to do with culture, also has to do with the complacency around acceptance that a hospital like this can see more than 60 children every month coming to deliver, and this is a serious problem. When you begin to see them having children being born with HIV, having children mothers with HIV, we know that how HIV is transmitted. It means that those cases are going to multiply in a few days to come. Is it okay for all of us to keep quiet? The elders to keep quiet, the religious leaders are quiet, teachers are quiet, everybody is quiet. We are all in a culture of silence, and that's a silence we want to break as an organization.
All the youth, I hope you're taking this opportunity to go get tested and know the best prevention measures you can take against HIV and AIDS. And on other news updates, the flooding crisis in the country has taken a devastating turn, with the death toll rising to 136. The most recent fatalities involved 2 individuals who were tragically swept away by the swollen Tana River as they attempted to cross. The Interior Principal Secretary, Raymond Omolo, has confirmed that 462,160 people have been affected by the floods. However, there is a glimmer of hope as rainfall has decreased across most parts of the country.
A total of 16 deaths have been reported, raising the death toll to 136. The number of households displaced still remains at 92,432, comprising of slightly over 462,000 persons. 10 tons of assorted food items have since been airlifted to Wajir this morning. The Kenya Defence Forces has also airdropped food items at Chebaso in Isiolo County. We continue to urge wananchi to adhere to weather and flood alerts and take precaution so as not to risk injury or death through driving in flooded roads and crossing bulging rivers.
Sababu nyingine watasema kwa ground vitu ni different. Kwa hiyo watakuwa kule, utakuwa ukiona ratiba ambayo itaorodheshwa kupitia katika wizara ya mambo ya ndani. Kutokea sasa hivi tunakwenda mkutano ili tujue ni waziri yupi atakwenda wapi, ni namna hiyo, lakini tayari kama neti zinapelekwa kule Isiolo ili watu waweze kufaidi.
Wengine kama mahali tuko tukiangalia hiyo mchanga imeenda, hiyo changarawe imeenda mpaka imeingia kwa maboma za watu. Kwa hivyo tunataka tushirikiane na wananchi tuhakikishe tumesuluhisha hiyo tatizo.
The floods level, let's hope they get to reduce and give hope to all the people who are affected. Allow us to move on to other news updates, where the Transport Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen has directed the National Transport and Safety Authority, the NTSA, to take action against motorists who are allegedly or illegally using their private vehicles as public service vehicles. The CS Kipchumba Murkomen raised concerns about the rising number of private vehicles operating as public service vehicles without adhering to the road regulations and tax obligations. He also urged Kenyans to verify that the public vehicles they use are duly registered and compliant with the law before boarding them.
Direct NTSA starting tomorrow morning to make sure that a public crackdown is done to weed out any private vehicles that are operating as PSV. Ile yenye tulikuwa nayo tu kwa retesting ni pengine watu waseme fee ilikuwa juu na pengine inanyorosha hustlers. So we will have to look for a way through the drivers development program, but you know there are other testing requirements that include you might have been a good driver at the beginning of the year, but you fall sick midway. You know, you become hypertensive or diabetic. There are certain things that we must do.
What we've agreed with the government, we are going to register all people who are working in matatu sector. We are going to have a data of conductors, drivers, the squad drivers, and even the tout who are in the stages. And we are going to make sure that we train them, and then we make them to be compliant with the rules of traffic.
Anyone with a private vehicle, you see, it's about time we get to see. But on other news updates, we have the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC, believes that the amount of money lost in edible oil scam could be as high as 30 billion shillings, significantly more than the initial estimate of 16.5 billion shillings. And the Senate Committee on Trade and Investment has expressed frustration with the lack of cooperation from officials at the Kenya National Trading Corporation, that is the KNTC, and the Trade Ministry in its investigation into the scam. At the same time, the detectives from the DCI and the EACC are targeting senior government officials suspected of involvement in the scandal. The EACC is currently examining the documents obtained from the KNTC to determine the extent of the embezzlement.
We are investigating to establish what happened, who were involved, how much money was lost, and thereafter we'll look at how, if there's any criminal offense that took place, and of course we will prepare our files and submit them to the DPP. Financial crimes take time to be established, so we are moving at our own time.
If we were to see a godown or a warehouse, we see the one that has oil.
Yes.
Because if we were to go to the one that is here, according to their document, it has only 446 jerrycans.
They are not sure. They've not inspected. They don't know. And I think, if I'm not wrong, even the CS herself said that she has not inspected those go-downs. So I don't think Chairman actually will get an answer for Kenyans.
When we summon the suppliers to this committee, they'll be able to come with document of what they supplied, how much they were paid, so that now we also help the department. Because there are not many. I think there are about 5 suppliers.
The entire management, top management of KNTC is not here. So I think what we are going to do, the reason why we are saying we are rescheduling this meeting again is because we are not just joking. You can see a person like Omutata has already left because he can see he's just wasting his time. You see? So I think we really need a lot of time with you, and we need some seriousness.
The local. And away from that news update, the local organization in Jam Sub-County is facing hurdles in organizing a fundraiser for bright but needy students. The group in Jam Educational and Empowerment Organization, GEEO, is accusing the unnamed individuals of attempting to sabotage the event. Despite these challenges, the GEEO has received support from the school administration and the local security committee. The fundraiser will go ahead as planned this week, with former Vice President Kalonzo Musyoka and Ida Odinga expected to attend.
GEO is a joint initiative of the scholars and some other persons within Game constituency and outside, whose vision is the desire to uplift the living standards of the people of Game. The main area of interest is to ensure that the needy and vulnerable students in our society go to school. The CBO is daring enough despite the busybodies screaming out aloud. What we believe in is that whoever fights a noble cause aimed at uplifting the education status of the Game constituency, be it at a national or local level, does not mean well for our children's growth. Game is for us all, and we must fight this illness of subduing popular justified initiatives. Nobody is discriminated from attending this Harambee. My appeal is to men and women of goodwill to turn up in large numbers to make this occasion a success. Disbursement method will be with proper justification, openness, and proper assessment has been laid out. Other programs being undertaken by GEO will be unveiled to you at a later date. And to confirm that
Onto our final news updates. The Agricultural Sector Development Support Program, ASDSP, team is on a mission to review the impact of various projects supported by the program across the country. The ASDSP National Program Coordinator, Ms. Jane Ndungu, who paid a courtesy call on Thursday to Migori Governor Achilo Ayako, explained that Migori was one of the counties that have given a lot of support in overseeing the implementation of the project and matching the required aspect that ASDSP has given out in the last 5 years. The implementation of the 5-year ASDSP program has focused on effectiveness and efficiencies in the delivery of sustainable results for value chain actors in all the 47 counties.
Addressing is on. I would like to display to you the request that went to the OCS of Yala Police Station as required by the law.
Within the 47 counties, and it is funded by SIDA. It has been funded for the last 10 years, and now we are heading in February next year, and we have come to look at the impacts of the program, and we have seen the achievements in the value chains that we have had. In the indigenous poultry, we have seen some successes of some young people. We have seen the development of the region, and we are happy the support by the governor that has been there and the team that is implementing in the county. And we are looking forward to the next program that we call Kenya Agribusiness Development Support Program, and we will be implementing it in all the 47 counties. So the governor has assured us the support, and we are happy. We look forward to the government of Sweden in its support. The sustainability is that we have been working with service providers within the counties. National program does not implement the programs, it is devolved. So within the counties, there are measures where there are service providers who offer the extension and they link the value, we call them value chain actors, to the market. We find that like in the Skyrider poultry farm where we are, they have linked already with Kisii, and they are selling their indigenous poultry to Kisii. So the role of the national and county government, or the role of service provision, is linking to the market. So the sustainability is that the beneficiaries are able to link with one another, and the program is able to continue all the marketing of the products that they are within the counties.
Been funding our national government to support agriculture in the 47 counties in this nation. Migori is one of the counties that has been benefiting from this program. This program basically has been about building capacity of our farmers and also connecting our farmers to markets. The county government contributes finances and human capital to support this program. The national government is also a key participant. So this meeting today has been about looking at how we have worked through the journey, and the report we have is that it has had positive impact in Migori County. We have people who have been supported in this program to produce certain things that are now available in the market. We have farms, poultry farms in places like Awendo, where young people, young farmers are able to produce poultry products, and those products are produced at the farm, value is added to them, and markets identified. The product you see here is yogurt that has been produced here in Migori County by a group in Oruba that is part of Suna West. So while we're reviewing the success and the positive impacts of this project just before it is closed in February, we will be starting another program that is now market targeted and other values targeted. Our benefactors as a county include the government of Sweden and also the national government together with the people's government of Migori. So I want to thank the national government and also the Swedish people for supporting Migori and also for supporting other counties, because agriculture is devolved. It is done in counties, but it's done with the support of national government and other partners of goodwill. Thank you.
We are reviewing the impact of this project that has been here for the last 5 years. And so far so good. They have supported our initiatives in the local poultry value chain, They have also supported the dairy, the cow milk value chain, as well as the sweet potato value chain over the last 5 years.
To the world of sports, and on to our 5 news updates. We have the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation KBC has announced that a 150 million shillings sponsorship deal to become the official free-to-air broadcaster of the Football Kenya Federation Premier League. The deal will see 2 matches every weekend broadcast live on KBC Channel 1 and KBC radio platforms. Each Football Kenya Federation League club is set to receive 10 million shillings per season as a result of the deal. And this is the second league broadcast partnership for the Kenya Football Federation Premier League this season. Tanzania's Azam is the lead pay TV broadcaster of the league, having signed 1.3 billion shillings deal with the Kenya Football Kenya Federation.
Factor number 2, I want a prorated arrangement where a team gets something for the position they finish on the log. I mean, and I told you, Nick, and your team at FKF, that it must mean something to finish number 2.
Today, sports is a big source of income. We have seen billionaires emanate from sports. So we want to laud this partnership because it gives our youth the opportunity to showcase their talent far and wide across the borders.
You are on the right track. Promote football. Everybody's crying out for us to start winning trophies, but to do that we must be patient with skills and work hard to build the youth programs. But we must also promote our game through television.
KBC is very proud to finally get this right through other various breathtaking programs that Kenyans will be enjoying. The FKF Premier League is icing on the cake for us, and I know all our fans will be delighted about this achievement.
More than that is that we'll be able also to help our Women Premier League to pay for referees for them. They've been struggling. And also our NSL referees will be paid from this kitty.
And on other news updates, Kenya national football team, the Harambee Stars, is currently ranked 24th in the Africa and 110th in the world, according to the latest FIFA ranking released on Thursday. Harambee Stars' ranking has been affected by their mixed results in their opening 2 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying matches. They lost their first match to Gabon, where they had a 2-1 and bounced back to beat Seychelles 5-0. So much, viewers, for joining us here at Signstv, and don't forget to join us for more news at 4 p.m. with Ruth Werimo. Enjoy your afternoon and